Saving the Planet Earth Kindergarten. Good day to you, our dear Lightworkers on planet Earth today in this Great Awakening time of late August 2021. And now you are seeing the old, the heavy, the dark and dense control system crumble. Its time has come. Now there is great chaos and confusion all around you in your world on planet Earth. And the situation seems to get worse each and every day. We say seems to get worse, for all that is happening, all the turmoil and conflict is happening for the good of the planet and humanity. Life is happening for you and not to you, and so all events and happenings, chaos and turbulence in your life and in that of the great collective is for the good, the advancement of planet Earth into the fifth dimensional frequency of love. The old must crumble and leave a space for the new, the lovely, the loving to take its place. And this control of mankind, this theft of his sovereignty, and manipulation of his thinking by the powers that be, has been going on for eons. The wonder of it is that now the workings of the Dark Ones, the corruption of their human minions, the suppression of mankind, is obvious for you who are of a higher frequency. You who are leaving the schoolroom planet Earth low-vibrating fear paradigm behind. Planet Earth is indeed a schoolroom. There are many levels, many grades in which humanity attends class. There are those still in kindergarten who understand little of what is going on around them. They have not developed the capacity. They have not the knowledge or the training to see the bigger picture of what is going on in the world today. And then there are those who are graduating, those who have lived many, many lives, had many, many preferred and not preferred experiences over eons of time. You, dear Lightworkers, are the graduating class. You have the capacity, the skill, the expanded awareness to see what is going on. You no longer live in fear, for you know in your heart of hearts, you know that all that is going on around you is for the good of humanity. You know that this is the time of the Great Awakening, the Great Revelation. You know that this is the great apocalypse of the 21st century planet Earth, where the dark controllers that played the part of the devil in this pantomime, this stage play, this hologram through which we are living, the dark controllers are being taken down. The workings of the deep state, of the powers that be, are now clearly visible to you, and it is necessary that it be visible for the enlightenment of mankind. The lifting of mankind from the fear vibration into the love frequency cannot take place while the old system thrives in secrecy. What is visible, what is known, can be removed. The deep state has survived because it was invisible in its workings, devious and hidden in its control. And the large majority of mankind had so little awareness, so little comprehension, that they could not see how they were controlled, manipulated and maneuvered. And now you, our dear way-showers, can see what is happening around you and understand the significance of these chaotic times. To the physical eye, humanity all look alike. Their biological computer bodies are similar. Some are shorter, some taller, some fatter, some thinner, but they all have the same human appearance. Yet in their psychological and spiritual understanding and behavior, the way in which they think, act and conduct themselves, they are very different. Humanity assumes that as he thinks, so do those around him. And so those who are in the second grade of schoolroom planet Earth, those who see the world around them from the level of the fear vibration, assume that all of those around them think as they do. They, in the lower grades of schoolroom planet Earth, live in fear. They cannot do otherwise. for the band of frequency in which they exist is very narrow. They have been programmed to obey, to be compliant, to not think for themselves. They have been taught by mind control. They have been conditioned to give away their power. They look to government, to authority to keep them safe. They have given their health over to the medical and pharmaceutical industries. They have given their spiritual well-being to religions to be dogmatically directed and controlled. And they live by the rules and regulations heaped upon them by the self-interested government. And in their kindergarten classroom, they cannot see that there is any other way. They fear you who are different, who are at peace. In their understanding, you who see the bigger picture of life on planet Earth are Pollyannas, to be feared for your unrealistic optimism. And you, our dear ones, cannot understand their low fear thinking. You have assumed that all think as you do, that they are logical and far-sighted and can see through the stage play, the deception perception that is the planet Earth experience. You are surprised by their illogical reactions and the deep and dark trauma and terror in which they dwell. Not so. They cannot see, they cannot hear that which is obvious to you. This is the nature of the planet Earth illusional delusion, that mankind has been programmed, mind-controlled, into believing that he is an insignificant, incapable being who must be looked after, controlled, and told how to behave. This is how our spiritual education has taken place in this low-vibrating schoolroom, planet Earth realm. We great souls, individual aspects of divinity, send a small part of our Holy Spirits to Earth to be tempered, to be schooled into greater awareness, greater love and compassion by the trials and tribulations of earthly life. By choosing between the preferred and not preferred, by being programmed into negativity by our parents who were taught to be negative by their parents, by experiencing the contrast of fear and not preferred experience, we are here to hear the clarion call of our heart. We are here to choose the love that dwells within our holy soul, to break through from fear, to hear the voice of our intuition, our soul, the love that we truly are. Through all the chaos, through all the challenges and difficulties with which we are presented in our earthly classroom, we have choice. We can choose fear or love. As we choose fear and behave as we have been trained, that is, behave unlovingly, the law of karma is there with its consequences to show us that selfish, unkind, hate-filled behavior leads to an unhappy life, separation, division, and pain. And our entrained, automatic and unkind behavior leads to unhappy consequences over and over again until we finally ask, why is this happening to me over and over again? And then we begin to see our mistakes. Slowly we realize there is a better way to live. Slowly we see another choice, and we turn to that choice. We turn to love. Our low-vibrating, third-dimensional friends are still choosing fear. They do not see how their peers feel. They are not sensitive to their own feelings or the feelings of others. You, our dear Lightworkers, are highly sensitive to your own feelings and to the feelings of those around you. That is the gift that you brought with you into this life. That is what gives you the higher vibration, the greater understanding, the knowing, the seeing, the feeling of love that is your real soul, divine nature. That is why you volunteered to come here. So much of mankind was stuck in the infancy of their learning. They were on the wheel of karma and reincarnation. From their low vibration, their fear frequency, They could not free themselves from this planet Earth schoolroom experience. Lifetime after lifetime, they were cruelly controlled by the powers that be, by the machinations of those that played the part of the devil. And so you, great souls that you are, volunteered to come to Earth to raise the vibration, so that humanity might, at last, escape from its fear imprisonment. The planet and its inhabitants must reach a certain frequency before ascension out of the mire of fear and degradation can take place. Stuck in the round of reincarnation and karma, controlled by the dark minions, the corrupt tentacles of the devil, low-frequency humanity could not raise its vibration. You, with your sensitive, high-vibrating, compassionate nature, you Lightworkers, are transmuters, transformers of darkness into light. With your high-vibrating conscious awareness, you are receiving the waves of love that are being poured on the earth. And you are radiating that love out into the world. And by so doing, you are collectively lifting the vibration of the world. You are lifting the world out of the narrow, low fear bandwidth into the expanded awareness of the lower reaches of the love vibration. Yes, indeed, dear hearts, dear souls, you are not here to communicate with those still in their infancy of learning, stuck in the round of negative karma. You are not here to communicate with them in words. It is your being, your radiance, your accepting and allowing attitude that will change the world and lift humanity. Words, teaching, lectures will antagonize low-frequency humanity. Their universe of understanding is so narrow that they will castigate anyone who has a different understanding from theirs. They live in fear. Your words of truth threaten their thought system. Yet your gentle smile, your peaceful mien, your loving aura are attractive to them. Just be, just breathe, just be the kind, compassionate beings that you naturally are. Your allowance for them to be exactly as they are, your acceptance of them as pupils in their infancy on planet Earth will be a soothing balm to them. That which is loved, that which is cherished, that which is allowed to be exactly as it is and loved for being what it is, that being turns to love, for the power of love, the radiance of unconditional acceptance, is a powerful stimulus for opening the awareness to the presence of love. So, dear hearts, dear souls, be of good cheer. Divinity is in charge of the planet Earth Great Awakening. Just by being here, you are doing your work, serving your purpose in this expansion of mankind into the fifth dimension. All is progressing as it needs to, and you are in the excitement. You are seeing the apocalypse. You are the cutting-edge heartbeat of the Great Ascension. You are Lightworkers, way-showers, conductors of love, lifting the vibration, expanding the frequency of the planet Earth adventure. And dear friends, the best is yet to come. As planet Earth rises in frequency, as your holy brethren who have been caught in the trap of delusion and degradation awaken, the best is yet to come. Be of good cheer, dear brethren. All is well indeed on planet Earth today, and the best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.